and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. That's right, back for another review today. A lot of reviews coming out at the minute. There's a lot of movies I'm seeing at the minute, and it's great. Still trying to avoid seeing Morbius, though. I'm sure eventually I'll get around to watching that one, but I'm in no rush. This weekend, a brand new movie come out. Robert Eggers' new film, The Northman, come out, and I had to see this film. I loved The Witch. I thought The Witch was absolutely fantastic. There's a big box set of it coming out, actually, in a few months, which I'm very tempted to pick up. And I also really liked The Lighthouse. I thought that was just a great movie that really turned on your brain, and it was just it was a fantastic first time watch experience. But so I had to rush to see his new film. I didn't watch any trailers for this. All I knew is that it was a bit more action packed than his previous movies, and that made me very excited to see him delve into a different style of film. It's not a slow pace, this movie. There is a lot more to it, I think, than the others. And I was excited to see what he could do with it, see if he could handle it. Because there are a lot of films a lot of directors that do make the jump from, a great example is Chloe Zhao, I think her name is, who done Nomadland. And then she jumped to do a big Marvel blockbuster. And I think it was too much of a jump for her at once. While I do like Eternals, it wasn't a great movie. And I think it shows because it is such a big jump. So here, Robert Eggers takes on this new movie. So let's have a look at it. So this film is, of course, Robert Eggers, and it follows a young prince who is on a quest to avenge his father. And I don't really want to say anymore because I don't really want to give away the plot. Because I went into this without watching any trailers or anything, and the plot really blew me away. So, as I say, the plot itself, it's a revenge story, and it's purely just him going around doing a lot of killing, and it is shot so well. And that's the thing I want to talk about this movie. There are two things which really blew my mind. First off, the score to the film I thought was incredible. It's a lot of great big strings, and it really reminds me of like a Phil Spector wall of music, wall of sound type thing. I think that's what they called it back in the 70s. And it is grand, it is big. But what this film does really well is it has a lot of cut-off points where it will just go into the next scene very quick. And the score, goes with that so well. It cuts at the perfect time, and it is just so beautifully done. The other thing which I love about this movie is the cinematography. The cinematography was great. Now, for me, cinematography, there's a lot of things that come into it. For me, the locations are always important. How visually stunning it can be relies on what they're working with. And the lighting as well plays a huge part. And for me, everything was on point. The locations in this film were beautiful. And the lighting, when they were during the day, perfect. When it was at night, perfect. And as I say, some of the shots they were using were just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Also, the movie itself, it's long. It's 2.5 hours. And with this kind of style of filmmaking, there are a lot of slow moments. And there are moments where a lot of people can get bored, and I'm sure people who are watching me talk about this are going to write in the comments and they found certain areas of this film boring, which is fine, I get it, but for me personally, I didn't find that at all. I think the pacing was great. I wouldn't trim anything off this movie. I wouldn't make it longer. I think it is the perfect runtime. I was not bored at all. I think it was paced so well. Every time there was a slow scene, it then did pick itself back up really quick, because you're in a Viking movie, you do want to see some action. And I think that all worked really well. The characters were great as well. They all sort of were developed really well. The actors, Alexander Skarsgård is in this, and he is incredible. He continues to wow me as an actor. Nicole Kidman is also really good in this film. And then for the small time they're in it, Ethan Hawke was also great, and as was Willem Dafoe. And Anya Taylor-Joy, of course, is in this, coming back to work with the director. She's done The Witch with him in 2015. And, yeah, she was fantastic in this film, fantastic. So, yeah, all round, just really good. I really don't have many complaints with it. The only complaints I have is that there is a whole kind of mythical side to this movie. There's, like, it's very much about, like, him talking to witches and stuff, and you see Valkyries. And the film does a really good job at playing with you. Like, is he a bit mental? Is this real? You sort of get a vibe during the movie which one it is, if he's, you know, a bit cuckoo, or if it is real. You do pick it up, but I really like that element, but sometimes it got a bit close to the edge for me, where it was like, I think the movie could have done without some of this. But overall, though, I thought it was fantastic. This film is absolutely brilliant. I would potentially say it's the best film of the year, but I'm still sort of super in love with the Batman. But it's definitely my second or third favourite film of the year at the minute. I loved it. I thought this was truly brilliant. It's the best cinema experience I've had since the Batman. And if you're not going to include the Batman, since probably Spider-Man, it was just a fantastic experience, fantastic movie. I loved it. Yeah, I'm going to give this film a 9 out of 10. So yeah, if you haven't seen The Northman, guys, go see it, go support it. These kind of films never do super well, but it'd be really nice to see it make a good amount of money. You know, it deserves it. It doesn't deserve like a Last Duel thing, where that film was quite good, and then it just completely bombed and they had to put it on Disney Plus within a month. It really doesn't deserve that, and I hope it doesn't. I hope that it does make a decent amount of money, because it truly deserves it. It's filmmaking at its finest, and yeah, I'm excited to see how well it does. But anyway, that's it for this review, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it as always. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and as always, I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.